Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Growth Quest. So when I was about 5 years old, I was introduced to a video game that I quickly fell in love with. I was absolutely fascinated with the way you could explore this new world, all the different items you could collect, and the journey that you went on to eventually rescue the princess. And I am talking about The Legend of Zelda. And yes, the very original first Legend of Zelda for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, roughly 8 years later, a new Legend of Zelda game came out called Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64. I purchased this game not knowing at the time how special and impactful this game was going to be for me throughout my life. Now, I'm going to share with you why this game was so special for me and how you can use storytelling to approach life in a different way and in a better way. So, for those of you that don't know The Legend of Zelda, the story almost always follows a young boy named Link. Now, in Ocarina of Time, Link is basically an orphan, and he lives in a magical forest with some other children. Now, one day, Link is called upon by the great tree of the forest to help him with a problem. There is an evil spider that's living inside this tree, and Link is called upon to help him defeat this spider. And that is the very beginning of Link's quest. So young Link faces a few trials. Eventually, he becomes an adult, faces additional trials. Along the way, Link gains a lot of valuable skills, a lot of valuable items. And at the very end of his journey, Link defeats the evil Ganon and, yes, rescues Princess Zelda. Okay, so you're probably asking, why are you telling me this story? Why was this so impactful for you? So years after all of this, into my adult life, I faced some challenges, just like most everybody. I had some issues with addiction. That obviously caused issues in my marriage and other relationships. There was the challenge of building a career, and things got very, very stressful and overwhelming for me, especially in my early to mid-20s. So during these challenges, there were times when things felt very dark and very hopeless. In regards to my addiction, I eventually got into recovery, and I learned to face challenges head on instead of hiding or avoiding them or running from them. And this was the first time that I actually accepted the call to go on a journey and face the challenges that were ahead of me, not unlike the way Link accepted the call to go on his journey to save the land of Hyrule. So later on down the road, I learned more about the hero's journey. So the hero's journey is a very common template used in lots of storytelling, where a hero is in the beginning seemingly ordinary. He is called to go on a journey. On this journey, he faces a lot of trials and challenges. Eventually, the hero is victorious in facing the ultimate crisis, and the hero returns home as a changed or transformed individual. So, a typical hero's journey consists of 3 acts. Act 1 is the departure. So this is where the hero is living in a normal world, he's living a normal life, and then the hero receives a call to action. At this point, the hero has a choice. He can choose to ignore the call and continue to live his normal life, or he can choose to accept the call and embark on a journey. Typically, in a lot of stories, the hero is usually reluctant to accept the call and is sometimes afraid to actually go on the journey or accept the call. But eventually, the hero does accept the call, and a lot of times he's aided by a mentor. So Act 2 of the hero's journey is the initiation. This is when the hero crosses over from the known world into the unknown world. So here they face lots of trials, challenges, and eventually they reach the innermost cave or the central crisis, and they overcome the main obstacle. And then the last and final act, Act 3, is the return. In the final act, the hero will return home, often with the reward of overcoming the main obstacle. And that reward is often used to help the people of the hero's home. Now, the Legend of Zelda series almost always uses this formula. They've used it over and over. There's quite a few Legend of Zelda games, and they pretty much stick to this formula every time. This formula is also quite common among some of the most popular stories of our time. Think Lord of the Rings, think Harry Potter, think Star Wars. So, why am I sharing this with all of you? I know that all of you watching this right now are facing some type of challenge. It could be one small challenge, it could be a lot of small challenges, or it could be a very big challenge. It could be a lot of big challenges. And some of these challenges may seem so overwhelming that you're not even sure if you can survive this challenge or these challenges. So here's what I want you all to take away from this. You all are the hero of your own journey. So what do I mean by that? All heroes, and I'm speaking about all of you watching, are going to face the call to step out of your known world into the unknown world and go on your journey. As you all accept this call and go out on this quest, you all are going to build skills along the way that are going to help you face these challenges and trials in your life. And these are going to stack over time, and this is going to help you overcome the biggest challenge that you're facing. And that's going to be different for everybody. But whatever that looks like for you, you can build the skills to overcome this trial. And eventually, after you have gone through the trials, developed the skills you need, and overcome your biggest obstacle, you are all going to have skills that you can share with other people down the road that is going to help them in their journey in life. So the reason The Legend of Zelda is so special to me is because this story taught me that I am the hero of my own journey and that I can face the fear of the unknown and step out of my comfort zone and go into the unknown world and face the things that seem scary in my life. And now I am in a place in my life and in my journey where I have overcome some very challenging obstacles, very, very big challenges. And I can use those skills to help other people on their journey. And I have to say, that feels really good. So, what I did is I used the story of Link in The Legend of Zelda to leverage my mindset to give me the courage to go out and face these things that seem so scary in my life. So, the reason I'm sharing this with you all is because I want to encourage all of you to find a hero in your life that you can relate with on a deep level, that you identify with, and that you can leverage their story to give you the courage to face the challenges in your life. And it could be a number of different heroes. There are so many different heroes in so many different stories that you could relate with. Find one that really speaks to you, that faces similar challenges that you're facing, maybe. Not necessarily, but that can be helpful. And use their story to help you answer the call in your life to go into the unknown, to go on your own journey and overcome your biggest challenges as well. So The Legend of Zelda has a very special place in my heart because of the way it helped me level up in my life. As you can see in the background, I have quite a few Legend of Zelda items that I get to look at and remind me of my journey. And it's really something special to me. So I know that you're all facing challenges, and I just encourage you to face those head on and be the hero in your journey. As always, I'm proud of all of you for putting in the hard work and leveling up in life. Keep up the good work, everyone. Let me know in the comments section, which hero do you relate with the most? And which hero can you use in your life to help you level up? As always, like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.